Hello, good evening, everybody in the house. Good evening, all. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to another beautiful Wednesday. Okay, so already, guys, this is our eighth session of February. So last week we fully connected. Good evening, Sandeep. Good evening, Varsha. Good evening, Shanavaz. Good evening, Gajender, and everybody in the house. Nice to meet you. Okay, so first of all, guys, all the sessions which we have taken so far, so it's available on YouTube as recorded version. Plus, at the same time, we have the content and everything available in one central place on our LinkedIn blog. Okay, so if you have missed any of the session, I would just highly recommend you to go through it once. It will give you a lot of nice insights and a quick overview. And I think by this time you would have already known knowing the techniques is just the step one. Okay, it is the beginning for something new, and further you have to really get busy in terms of applying those techniques on yourself. Okay, so this is the blog link. If you go, it's all in recent order. So starting at the bottom, you will find the day one there, the content of day one, and we spoke about how CEOs' thought processes are. A few important things: identify your core area of expertise. It should be something which you love. You should really upgrade your skills to become good. There has to be a need of that skill in the market, and you have to constantly keep growing and improving, never endingly improving. That's important so that you become special. So whatever industry you are in, field you are in, try to belong into the top quality people there. Matlab, wherever there is a problem, people should run for you. You should never be part of an average crowd. So those things is how you build your business. Next, keep trying till you get results. That's what is sowing the seed. And few important decision makers: error in judgment done repeatedly will result in a failure of a life. But if good disciplines, good habits, you keep following up every single day of your life, and when you look back 5 years, 10 years, you will realize, okay, wow, a beautiful place I have reached in, and that's success. Okay, few basic disciplines keep repeating, and that's what we came through about. And then the second session, we spoke about the primary pillars of life success. Those who are successful, they are successful at everything. They don't just master one, they are successful at everything. And we said there are around 8 core pillars in which we should accomplish success: health, knowledge, family, spiritual, personal, financial, fun and enjoyment, giving back to the society. And then we decided ki in this year, by the end of this current year, in the next 12 months, we should accomplish something satisfying in each of this pillar. Then only we say that this year we lived it to the best that we can. Okay, so that's a basic minimum target. That's what you get started. You should accomplish something satisfying in each of it, and that's what we discuss as part of the day two. Next, moving on, we went to day three. Okay, and we spoke about the belief system. That was pretty important, and what you believe will become true for you, but that's not the actual truth. The full session was about building a belief system, because whatever you believe will show the life around you. And then we introduced, okay, how do we really build a core belief system? And then we started doing these 8 affirmations on a daily basis, 10 affirmations on a daily basis. And then gratitude practice. Any given point of time in your life, there will be problems, guys, in everybody. If you are a human being, you will have problems. There is no escape from that. That's what is the nature of life. But yesterday we touched this very beautiful thing. This is the level of problem that you have. Okay, and then this is your level of skill for solving the problem. If your skill is low, if your personal development is low, these problems will become very challenging for you. But if you evolve, if you become better, the problems will become easier for you automatically. So your only way of living life should be constant growth, so that all these problems, let them come, but you will be in a position to solve them. That's what it's a really beautiful way of looking at life, guys. Okay, so if there is challenge right now, problems right now in your life, just know it is because you are not ready to deal with it right now. That means you need more work. Okay, you need to grow in yourself, and that's how you will become better. So that's what we discuss, and that's what we're trying to do: a gratitude practice, realizing, being thankful, looking at opportunities in any given problem. it takes an insight to develop. We discussed that as part of the day 3. Then coming to day 4, we discussed a step-by-step program for goal achievement. We took a sheet, we worked more about our primary goal, we converted that into an Excel sheet, and remaining of the pillars will work later. We understood the SMART goal technique. The goal have to be measurable, it has to have a specific time frame. We wrote it down, that's what we did as part of that. Next, we took Q&As on that day. Partially it happened, and today we will continue with some more Q&As. And then coming to a system of results. How do you get results? So you have set up a goal. Now you need to do planning, then take actions, and then keep improving on your plans and your actions. Life is just this circle. Your next 70 years of your life is just this circle. Decide a goal, plan, take actions, improve, replan, retake actions, again improve, and keep running through this circle till the time you get results. It's so easy way of living life, but we make it so complicated. Ye nahi aa raha, wo nahi aa raha. Just put everything into the system. You'll be able to deal with all those things with very nice ease. And that's what we discussed. And then we did a weekly planning. Okay, a very detailed planning. We did it on this last Monday, and that's how we got more results. And now further these ideas we want to convert. And then yesterday topic we started with, so this was day before yesterday, week 2 day 1, and then yesterday topic came a week 2 day 2, and where we spoke about mind and the body mastery in order to become more focused and eliminate distraction. Okay, so whatever we discussed yesterday, it's available as notes also here, plus there is a YouTube link also available, so you can watch it there as well. Okay, so I'm just pasting this in the chat again, so you can have it as your reference. Okay, so whenever you feel like, you can go through that. And now let's come back to today's topic. And guys, one thing you should always remember, why do we repeat? Okay, why? Because human beings have a tendency to forget things if you're not thinking about it daily, and if you're not implementing it daily. So the need of this career transformation program is that, okay, I'm not here for sharing the techniques. My main purpose is ki bhai, lifestyle should change. Nothing but we will repeat it, we will write it, we will perform it daily, and we will take action towards upgrading ourselves. Why? Because just talks is not going to do it, just knowing is not going to do it. Only doing it and then doing it repeatedly is going to make it. That's the reason I just want you to be aware and available, so that you can apply, upgrade your thought process, re-believe a new thing about you, and gradually you will find ki a different confidence will come in you. I can do great things, I am self-sufficient, I am capable to solve all my problems. And that is where your beautiful life will start coming once you realize that. Okay, now as part of today's session, we are going to first speak about productivity. Yesterday we took one thing, when you are attending sessions, more focus. When you're doing work, more focus. Mind alert, body alert, that's how you do it. But there are some key techniques. Okay, if you apply that in your life, you will be getting far more productive results compared to other people. Nothing but in less time getting more results. And that's how efficient life is lived. Okay, so in less time, how do you maximum convert opportunities into outcomes? And then people will like to hang out with you because you are result oriented. You don't take too much time for small things. And that's what is productivity, performance. And that's how you become a player of your industry. You will not be part of the crowd. People will look at you with respect. That's what will happen, because you are better than others. And in terms of your skill, capability to solve, and because what others can do it in 2 days, you can finish it in 1. And that's how fast you are, efficient you are, and like result oriented you are, and not quality compromise. So it's not like ek din mein khatam karke quality ki maa behan. So it doesn't work like that. You need to be good in your quality delivery work, plus faster, and that's how you will be respected in the world. And there are some very nice techniques which right now one by one we will be discussing. But how do you get result of this technique? Guys, these techniques are known to people since long time. Now, how can you actually get benefited with this? What I would recommend, and this will work, okay? What I would recommend is write it maybe on a piece of paper, or if you're writing it on soft copy, take a printout of that. But have it into a hard copy and just stick it into wherever you do work. Okay, just stick it into wherever you work. If in your office you have a cubicle, you have a section, just put it on the wall there. or if you are doing stuff in your home right now, if you're a student, job seeker, whoever, in your home, wherever you sit and work, paste it there. Now what will happen, guys? These techniques are decision making techniques. Anytime you're going through some problems in your life, this list should be in front of you, so that you will use this list in order to make decisions and get faster outcome. It will not happen if you try to memorize it. It has to become a behavior of decision making in your life. So for that, just stick it in this wall where you work. Okay, and once you have it there, anytime you're doing anything, if you're confused what to do, just look at this list once. It doesn't even take 10 seconds. Look at a list. It's just 5 pointers. See that and make a decision accordingly, and you will start realizing you will be able to grow faster compared to not knowing these techniques. Okay, so this is the right way of doing it. So knowing it one time, today you will come, you will understand, but if you don't do anything about it, tomorrow your life is going to remain same. So you need to learn how to apply this knowledge on yourself for getting value. Okay, so chalo, everybody make some running notes about it. Okay, so open up your notepad. I'm sharing my screen. One by one likhenge, and guys, make sure that you write it and stick it on a wall. Okay, wherever you are doing your work. Let me go. Okay. Let's see, where is this option? Just give a second, guys. Open your notepad where you are going to track it. Okay, I'm sharing my screen. Okay. Now, there go simple rules of productivity. So how do you get faster results than your peers? Basic things, but true. Okay. So just write down rules for, or techniques. Okay. Techniques for high productivity. So this list, put it in a hard copy on the place where you work. And next time onwards, whatever you are making decisions, apply these concepts on that. Okay. And you will realize in a matter of few months, you will be far result and output oriented compared to other people. Okay. So guys, the first thing, just know 5-second rule. Just keep writing one by one and then we'll explain it in one go. Okay. First technique, 5-second rule. Okay. Now the second technique, we already discussed this, 80-20 principle, also called as Pareto principle. Write it down. The third one, touch it once. Fourth one, eat the frog first. Okay. Fifth, understand urgent versus important. Understand urgent versus important. And then there is this notion which you need to really understand. Okay. Staying busy versus staying productive. Many people do a lot of hard work and they're just constantly working, and then they say, "Arey, we are not getting results, people don't appreciate us, they don't give value to us, kya ho raha hai?" And life is messed up, efforts are going but no results coming. So yeah, so just first write it down. 5-second rule, 80-20 principle, touch it once, eat the frog first, understand urgent versus important, and then staying busy versus staying productive. Okay, simple. So what is supposed to be done? Write this on a piece of paper and stick it in a wall where you work, or take a printout, paste it there. I'm repeating it so many times because I still know that some of you will not be doing it. Oh, like nahi karti hai public. That's what it is. I really want you to do it because this will change your life. Simple 5 rules. Okay, what exactly it is? Now, guys, many times what happens is It's all in human nature. That's where it is hard for people to apply. Okay, now the first rule, 5 second rule. Okay, what it says is, many a times if you are into a situation, okay, it says just do a countdown. If you have to make a decision or take an action, you're in any situation, you want to take an action or make a decision, if you take too much time in it, you will not be making the decision. This is what the person who wrote, there is a book written on this concept, 5 second rule, where they are saying ki, in life, if you feel like doing something, for example, you are in a meeting and you got a point and you want to raise it to other people, some of the people, they hold back, they don't share it. Okay, what will people think? Am I right? Am I wrong? So what happens is, in such cases, even though you got a very bright idea, but because of hesitation, you don't share it. Okay, many of the times if you are in interview, sometimes some question is asked, you might be thinking in a different way, but you don't immediately speak it up. And if you give some more time to yourself, then actually your mind gives you reason why you should not speak, because you might be wrong, you might be this, you might be that, and then you start holding back yourself. So guys, this is the primary cause of procrastination. Nothing but not able to take actions, getting so much down in overthinking, okay, you start blocking your own success. That's a very big problem for the society. Okay, overthinking, not making quick decisions, and just dragging things for later, and eventually people don't take action, they don't get results. This simple rule is going to break that procrastination. Okay, so how exactly it says, whenever you get the first thought, okay, I should do this, okay, it says immediately you do a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and as soon as one is hit, just wake up and do that activity. Doesn't matter how problematic it is, tough it is, you can apply this simple rule for anything. If you are hesitated for something, as soon as you get the first thought, do this countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As soon as one happens, without thinking a second time, just do it, and it will get you into a action oriented model, and you will be breaking that loop of unnecessary overthinking and getting deep down inner and inner with yourself and battling with yourself. Should I do it? Should I not do it? What will happen? Will it go right? Will it go wrong? And what will people think about it? All that nonsense crap will be removed, and you will be able to make a decision right in that moment. And that's how you get results. You might be like, but I need to have this planning and analysis and all that. Now the thing is, if you plan your weeks properly, if you look forward in your future, okay, what are your important items, if you're constantly thinking about it, you will always get time for doing that proper analysis for your life. It's not required that you do that detailed analysis for every single decision of your life. Basically, with overthinking, you are breaking your mind inside. Worries, tensions, why do they come? Because people don't make simple decisions. And then this will happen, that will happen, what should I do, what should I not do? Array, do something, see whether it's working or not, and then change again. Okay, make a smart decision, don't drag it so for so many days. Simple guys, for decision making, follow simple if else loop. Consider certain factor. If this happens, then I will do this. If this is not happening, then I will do this. If this happens, and this happens, then I will do this. So create a chain, make it very clear in your mind, decision making wise. Don't complicate and don't keep circling in same decisions again and again. And if you made a mistake, it is fine. Next day you can correct it again. Your life is not going to end tomorrow. This is not your last decision of life. Make decisions, you have time to correct it. Even if you go wrong, nothing goes wrong. In a matter of 1 week, you can again improve on your decisions. So understand, 5 second rule will help you to take that action. Whenever you need to make a decision or take an action, don't get in this overthinking loop. Simply count on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and act. That's how you will become better. Next time onwards, put it on a wall and start following it. Okay. Second, 80-20 principle. We already discussed this while we were doing the weekly planning. You have n number of tasks to be done. This you can apply to your work, day-to-day coding task which you are getting, or to your personal life. No matter what task is given to you, always in that task there will be only 20%, which is the core, which is complex, which is the heart of this problem. And if you solve that only 20% problem, the remaining 80% will become easy. This is what Pareto principle says. So highly efficient people, productive people, result oriented people, they solve that burning 20% problem. And you have to find, that's what will come your smartness in any problem. How do you find this 20%? And your first approach should be, let me hit the bullseye first. The burning situation, the complicated piece, let me take that and let me solve that. Put your full effort in solving the core 20%. And then you will realize your remaining 80% will become so much easy. Now that is the second rule. Guys, I have applied it for many complicated projects and my life has become really simple. The reverse is problematic. Reverse is big time problematic. If you put your efforts on the 80% items, you will not get the right results. It will take more time. And in the end, the complex box is still hiding. And if it unbox itself, there might be a lot of further complexity coming in that, and which impacts your full task execution. So if you do a reverse approach, it is time taking, it is risky, and you might not be able to finish the task on the right time if you follow first on non-essential item. That's what your approach should be. Find the core, the complicated piece first, and then get it done. And it's only 20% of the full problem. That's what Pareto principle says. So it's not going to be a full big thing. That's what is the second rule. So remember, any problem can be broken down into 80-20. Identify that 20, put your full efforts to solve that. Rest of the life will become easy. Next, again, important thing, simple technique with maximum result. Touch it once. Okay, the name itself is good enough. Any small task which you're taking, okay, finish it in one go. Don't keep dragging. Okay, today I will do it only for this, and then let me take a break, and then let me do it after second half of the day for 30 minutes. If you feel some task is very small, try to finish it in one go. Why? This is so important. You need to understand how a brain works. If you have not finished any task in one go, let's say small task, not finishing it in one go. Big task, you have to break it down and piece by piece execute it. But small task, maybe where people go wrong is they take the small task, they start working on that, and then they complete only portion of that, and then they get distracted with so many things, a friend calling, some chit chat happening, phone call coming, this happening, that happening, and then what they do is they just stop that task there, they get all that distracted, and the remaining task is still pending, but it is still lying in your brain somewhere. You still know that I am still supposed to finish that task. And now what happens? No matter what other thing you will be doing, okay, you're trying to take on another task or take on a break or lunch, but in your mind you still have that thing bothering you. I still have to finish that, I still have to finish that. Your mind works like that. If you give a task to your mind, it will bother you till the time the task is finished. There is a full book written on this concept, getting things done, high productivity book. If unclear tasks, open-ended tasks are there which are not yet finished, it will keep bothering you in your mind, and that will kill your sleep at night. That will bother you like anything. So simple stuff for small item. Why do you want to get to this mental headache of maintaining so much of drama in your mind? Take it and finish it. One item cleaned up from your list is going to give you better results, like keeping so much of mind pile up. And in the end, what you will say, there are so many things I have to do. This is where people say, I am busy. You're not productive, you're just busy, because you take a task, you finish it partially, then you stop, you switch the context, you go to some other task, you do it partially, and that has become your nature, to not finish things. You take it partial, take it partial. What is happening? 3 tasks you took, everything partially completed. Now that work is there in your mind, and now you cannot take a 4th item because you have to finish these 3 and you're still confused. Abhi kya kare? And then you will be like, since past 1 week I am working, still so much things to be done, I still have more tasks to pick up. And then that is what is staying busy. You're not getting your work done, you're not working the way you're supposed to work. Result oriented people do not work this way. You will be bothered, you will be under tension, under tension, under pressure, and life will start falling apart. And you'll be like, this IT industry is not for me. There are many people who drew this conclusion and have left the IT industry. I've seen that. I've seen people crying in the industry. I've seen people quitting their jobs and saying, nahi re baba, IT nahi hota mere se. But it's just like people are not able to manage themselves properly, not able to take smart decisions on the right time. And it's an art, learnable art. Anybody can learn it. You can learn it, I can learn it, and that's how it is. So that's the third technique. Touch it once. For all small items, try to take it and finish it. Don't keep backlogging it in your mind. It will pile up and that will add more tension, pressure to you. Or I have to do this also, and then I have to do next work also. And then there is manager expectations, client expectations. Pura dimag ka dahi ho jayega. Okay, and that's where it starts adding pressure in life. So take it, finish it, clean the plate. Tell to other people, okay, right now I'm focusing on only these two items. I will not take any next item. Clarity in working is very essential. And then finish these two things first, then go to the next one. Okay, fine. Now moving on to the fourth technique. Okay, eat the frog first. Okay. So don't worry, it's not practical frog. So vegetarians in the house, no need to worry. Okay. So life is going to be good. No dissection happening here. This is just a metaphorical frog. Okay, the technique is pretty simple. Yeah, nobody likes to eat frog. Okay, and had I said ki eat the chicken first, public bolenge chalo khate. But it is like frog is ugly, right? It's slimy. Nobody wants to eat a frog. It's like ew, ganda feeling aata hai, right? But let's say if that's your only option, okay, you have to eat a frog. The technique says, by eat the frog first. Okay, what does it say? Let's say you have to do an uncomfortable task which is too much bothering. It makes you uneasy. It makes you like brain goes crazy. I have to do it. Heart starts beating. A lot of times in your life you will get this. The technique says ki this is a frog. This ugly, uncomfortable, bothering situation is a frog. If you keep pushing this for, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it in the weekend, or I'll do it in the next month, the technique says your brain is really different. If you have said you will do it, let's say next tomorrow or next week, somewhere in the brain that bothering emotion will always be there. You will still be scared. I have to do that and I have to do that, and that will keep bothering you inside. Okay, and then what will happen? Your entire 1 week will go in the same mental drama with a fear. I need to do that, I need to do that, I need to do that. Now what will happen? This 1 week also, any other task that you are doing, you will not be 100% efficient in that as well. Plus on top of that, when you do it in the end of the week, you have to anyways do it because it's your task. When you do that, that emotion will also be there. Plus your 1 week is gone in bothering also. That's what the technique says. Eat that uncomfortable frog first. If something makes you that uneasy, do it today itself, so that at least your next 1 week you will be at peace and you will get better results at whatever you do. Okay, this is what is the technique. So next time onwards, the things which make you uncomfortable, don't push it, don't drag it. Try to finish it early, as early as possible. Okay, and guys, this is a technique which will start giving you more peace to your life. So know it, apply it. Okay, okay. Next, and now there's this interesting one, guys. Understand urgent versus important matters. Okay, you can use this decision making matrix. I'll just showcase to you. Okay, let's say urgent versus important. You can just Google it, you'll find some images about it. इसको ये बोलते हैं, okay, the Eisenhower matrix. Just have a look here. Yeah, this is how it looks like. Okay, these are important items, these are urgent items. Okay, so urgent, not important, and important, not important. So just a matrix basically. If you see, it becomes a quadrant. This quadrant 1 becomes important and urgent items of your life. Quadrant 2 is important items, but they are not urgent. Quadrant 3 is not important but urgent, and then comes the 4, not important and not urgent. Okay, again, this is way of making decisions and applying and getting results out of life. Okay, any task that you have, try to put it, label it into any one of this quadrant, no matter what task it is. Urgent means you have to do it immediately. Urgent matlab immediately you have to do it. It cannot be postponed. That's what is the urgency. If it is not urgent, that means okay, it can be done later also. Important means if you do it, it will give you significant value or outcome. Okay, not important means itna big output will not happen if you do that. So this technique says simple stuff. Any task that you get, try to put it into this quadrant in order to make a decision which task I should work upon right now. Just put it into this quadrant, and there is a way of handling each of the categories. Okay, so first thing, if the task is urgent, that means it needs to be done immediately. Okay, you need to ask a question, is it important or is it not important? Okay, next, first question is the task urgent? If it is urgent, then you need to ask, is it important, is it not important? If it is important, you have to do it immediately. Okay, next, if it is not important, then try to check, delegate is the way of handling. Try to check, can somebody else do it? Okay, and if somebody else cannot do it, it is your responsibility, you are supposed to do it, then in that case you have to anyways do it. Okay, so simple decision making rule. First, ask a question, is this task urgent? If it is urgent, is it important? Go ahead doing it. If it is not important, check if somebody else can do it, delegate, try to check for that possibility. If it is not happening, then you would have to do it. Okay, so that's how is the first thing. Okay, next, the right quadrant to stay is this one. Important items but not urgent. Okay, I'll come to it. There is a very nice saying. Okay, I'll just write it in this notepad. There's this very nice saying. Okay, some very great successful person said, my important tasks never become urgent and my urgent tasks never become important, are never important, are never important. Thoda sa digest this statement. My important tasks never become urgent and my urgent tasks are never important. So try to really understand it. Okay, let's look at the first thing. Okay, देखो, if there is something really important in your life, okay, you cannot leave it just like that. If something really matters to you in your life, you cannot just leave it ki ad hoc. Okay, you cannot leave it ad hoc. If something is important for you, be it getting a job or getting a promotion, you need to plan that. You need to come up with set of activities. Okay, this week I will do this, next week I will do that. Nothing, but it has to be immediately converted into plans and executed. If something is becoming urgent, that means you have not handled it at the right time. So if important task is there, but you have not planned it in future and taken action already on that, then a day will come where it will become urgent. That means it's your fault. Important items, you did not solve it in advance before it became an urgent item for you. Urgent means do or die. It's like you have to finish it right today itself. That's what this guy says. My important task never become urgent. That means I always solve it before it becomes urgent itself. Let's say next week you're supposed to finish something. This guy, productive people might finish the task by this week itself. Ki bhai, it is important, so I'm not letting it to become urgent. Ki bhai, it should not be, I should stretch late or work over weekend to do that. Let me finish the important thing first itself so that I don't get into those problems later. And similarly, he says, whatever is getting urgent, okay, finish it, that hotspot situation, those items will never be important for me because I would have solved all my important items. Getting it? Absorb these thoughts. Clear, guys? Getting it? Now the simple thing is you have to put this on your wall again. These are simple things, but it will drastically change your life, because this will impact in every decision that you make for any task, be it work task, personal life task. This is how the great list is. Okay, so fine. Okay, let me open this notepad. Here we were writing these rules. I will take this and I will put it here itself. Okay, so now just understand, this is how things are, and you have to try to spend maximum time working on, all throughout your life, working on important items, but never making it urgent. This is where you should spend your maximum time. You plan, you decide what you should do this week, what you should do next week, who you should reach out to support. It should never become a burning situation for you. And again, we have been speaking about this, staying busy versus staying productive. Okay, what will give you a notion of busyness is, this is critical. I have experienced this, and I've seen my team members and other people doing some things right, something wrong, which is this thing: if you don't finish the work on time, it will become urgent. So if important work starts becoming urgent, you will always be in a firefighter mode. कि अरे आज ही खत्म करना, I have to finish it today, today, and that will give you wear and tear. You will be exhausted. You will be like, अरे so much of work needs to be done. Everything is important. Pressure will start coming up. Tension will start coming up. And I've seen so many people getting into this state in the IT industry. I've seen many people go into that state because they did not solve the problem in advance. And if you don't solve the problem, it will become urgent. And when it becomes urgent, it comes with tension, pressure, and problematic situations. It will come, it's guaranteed. That's what is nature of work. You cannot quit, you cannot run away, you have to fix it. And then while you're fixing those important things, other work will also pile up on you, because you did not take care of this in advance. So more work starts piling up on you. And guys, it is all because you did not manage your work properly. And then more pressure starts coming. So if you are living in this quadrant for a long time, you will live under tension, pressure. You will not like your job. This is where those people live. Always worry. This is where they live, because they are not able to solve their items up ahead in advance. Okay? So simple stuff, just absorb it. These are the rules. Understand, write it, put it on a wall. Okay? I'm just copying this, pasting it in our Zoom chat as well. Okay, so that you can take a reference of this. Okay, fine, well and good. Now we have around 20 minutes for the session. Okay, simple rules, but make it a part of your life. We will take some Q&As. So on that day we have stopped at some place, so we will quickly take around at least 10 minutes of Q&A, and after that we will perform our rest of the activities that we do. Okay, the goal setting and all the other activities. Okay, so chalo, let me go through the questions. We will continue from the same place where we left on that day. And then let's see, daily basis, 10 minutes we'll start addressing. Chalo, let's see. Okay, everybody, let's get up. Hope you're understanding, guys. Key things, important things. You can live your entire life based upon these rules. Okay, and you will always succeed. This is how beautiful these things are. Fine, let's do some Q&As. Okay, so last time we observed, okay, fine, this is the next question. I want to know, because yes, we have technical, non-technical, all the people. Let's see. I want to know how to learn new tech stack faster, okay, and getting the work done. Yeah, many people might have this. Now, dekho, what I realized out of my working experiences, whenever any new thing comes in the market, okay, it comes with its own documentation. Okay, some basic documentation which will be inbuilt along with the new technology and software. So always your first source should be reading those documentation. It will contain examples plus explanation ki what exactly that technology is about, tool is about, or anything. Okay, so first source, take any new thing which you are not aware. First, remove the fear ke naya hai, because in IT every single day you will find something new. So, and that has to be a learning curve. So remove that thought I should know always everything. It's not practically possible. Always new things will come, new software, new technology, new tools. What you need to do is get into confidence. Yes, I can explore and solve it, I can learn it. Okay, next, go to that tool, read the documentation. They will give step by step examples, explanations. Try to go through that and parallelly start setting up that in your software, in your machine, and everywhere. Nothing but start doing POCs. So that is the first step. So you understand, you do POC, you try to really, if you are getting exceptions, go back to Google, see what is happening, how can you fix it. But starts building more of this POC by reading the core documentation. That is just step number one. Once few use cases you have set up in your local. Okay, next comes try to relate how do you want to use this tool technology in your project. Okay, as soon as you have done the initial level POC, just based upon documentation, you don't need a YouTube link or anything for that. Just smart thinking, documentation, trying to do a POC setup. If nothing, it's not working, take an exception, paste it into Google, read some Stack Overflow or other links, see what they are suggesting, reapply that, but get the first POC working. As soon as that happens, you will understand what this tool is about, and you have some POC. That means you have built it up as well. Next comes the state. How do you want to apply this in your project? And start thinking about that. Discuss with your team members. Okay, this is how we can use it. This is how we cannot use it. What are the problems? What are the challenges? And while you are in that discussion, before finalizing, how do you really want to apply? Then explore more about it. So step by step with that. Then explore more about it. Maybe take up some courses about it. Watch some YouTube links. Read more blogs about it. Before finalizing for the project, more extensive R&D will be required. Okay, but before that, just with the documentation you can do it and things become good automatically. Okay, and guys, one thing I will tell, student mindset is different, but work wise, in my project also, or in any project, okay, it happens any new thing comes, right? Generally people just, for anything mid scale, people just say finish it in 2 days. Okay, take 2 days of time, explore it, and give me the results whether it will work for us or not. Generally the work comes with that nature. 2 दिन में खत्म करना पड़ता है, whether you know it or not doesn't matter. Yes, some companies might give you take 1 week, 2 week, but these are slow companies which is having so much time. In fast companies, result oriented companies, 2 days, 3 days mein you have to give outcome. So you have to be fast, decisive, and that's what you have to learn. Okay, so learn the right way, read the right stuff, implement the right stuff, and draw conclusions. Always keep the drawing conclusions, what's working, what's not working. Big companies, slow companies may unnecessary time will be given, but that is going to kill your result oriented nature. Okay, so try to be fast. Even if your company says okay 3 week le lo, you should be like in 1 week how do I conclude. So set your measure always high, you will be running faster in your life. Okay, fine, that's how I would suggest here. Okay, next, another question. I am slow learner, please advise on this. Okay, there you go. First thing is, yes, different people might have a different way of grasping, analyzing, and implementing whatever. Okay. Now, first thing, if somebody willingly saying I am a slow learner, so I would like to appreciate that you're facing a fact here. Okay, self-analysis, you're doing it, you're realizing. So that's a good deal. Okay, you realize you have something to work upon. Okay. Now just know it, guys. Dekho, any quality in a human being can be improved. Doesn't matter what it is, doesn't matter what habit it is, what pattern it is, it can all be improved. Just that step by step activities has to be. Okay, if you are a slow learner, my suggestion will be कि भाई थोड़ा सा then extra hard work करते हैं. Let's do some more hard work. Okay, if let's say the approach should be simple, whatever are important things, you should spend your full time only on important things. If you are saying you're a slow learner, again pareto principle apply karenge aap. Don't spend any of your time in reading or exploring or learning the remaining 80%. Put all your effort on the 20% core for learning, for anything. Only put your efforts on the core. And then let's say for other people, if it takes like 1 day to do it, maybe you work extra hard, stretch it, put more efforts, and then try to say like 1.5 day maybe for same completion. Okay, So that, but what will happen is, देखो, even if you say you're a slow learner, there is a great value in that. That means you don't finish things in a rush. So my suggestion for you will be, okay, even if you're slow, but once you are done, maybe others can do it in one day. If you're able to do it in 1.5 day, but try to be really that master expert in that, you will have a grasp on your topic. Because those who finish fast, they might miss out on granular details. So if you can use this slow learning into a outcome, I get results perfectly, my analysis is good, I might be slow but my analysis is good, outcome is good, and I cannot go wrong in my decision making. If you can build that ability, you will be greatly valued in the IT industry. ठीक है, फास्ट रनर्स में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है, दे माइट नॉट सी अ फ्यू डिटेल्स हियर एंड देयर एंड माइट ओवरलुक थिंग्स एंड ड्रॉ रॉन्ग कंक्लूजंस व्हिच माइट इम्पैक्ट द प्रोजेक्ट इन a number of ways. As a slow learner, I would say work on the core 20%, put extended hours of effort in the beginning days, okay, put extended hours of effort, and then but work on this. If you analyze something, if you understand something, you should not forget it. You should be very confident in telling, okay, this is how things work and this is how we should do it. And if you get that value, people will always appreciate and recognize you. And then what happens, you make this as a target, okay, daily by daily, for any task that you get, daily by daily start setting up target. No, okay, generally if I take 1.5 day for finishing it, now I want to do it in 1 day and 2 hours. So slowly start setting up a smaller target for yourself. And then over a period of time, what will happen is human brain will start focusing and shifting. It is a gradual process. Magic will not happen in one day, but you will realize in a matter of few months, you have to set hard deadlines that will give pressure to yourself. Okay, understand. And with that pressure, slowly this time frame will start coming down. Okay, it will start coming down, and then eventually you will end up in what, 1 day. And if you keep working on yourself even better, that 1 day will become 90% of a day, 80%, and you will get into more productive line as well. Okay, that's how things will start happening. It works. Just trust it. Okay, a human brain can learn, adapt, and improvise. You just need to set up strong targets and then accomplish it. Okay, this is what it is. Now next, moving on. Okay, how to focus on aim while lot of distractions are there in life. Okay, देखो, I already said a few things about it, we have already discussed it, I'll just put it into keywords. How to focus on your aim while the distractions are there. First, daily you have to revisit your goals and what do you want in this life. Daily you have to do that. If you miss it out, life will take you away in a different direction, because problems are there, sabki life mein ups and downs are there, distractions are there, it's part of life. Daily you have to keep explicitly reminding, what do you want, why do you want, what do you want, why do you want. That will keep you on track towards the mission of your life. And once you're on that, yesterday we said already, focused attention काम कैसे करना. So don't let distraction take away your key time. While you're working, keep your phone switched off, keep it away. Make a commitment to yourself. Next 30 minutes, I will sit and work only on this item, and then gradually you will get it. But this is what it is. Distractions will be there. Reminding yourself, planning yourself, okay, this week I will do this, which will take me towards my goal. Today I will do this, which will take me towards my goal. And not doing it, say, life will take you in a complete U-turn direction, and that's going to be problematic. Okay, so yeah, this is how you do it. And somebody says, yes, I have achieved my first goal, so and now I'm targeting my second goal. So already this person was there in January with us, so saying already a goal to mil gaya, and now moving towards the next goal. Okay, okay. There are more questions. There is another thing about distractions, and now we'll take this as the last question, and then we'll continue with our other activities. Okay, how to focus on my goal and starting. I'm starting, but in the middle of the day, I'm distracting from the schedule. Okay, देखो, yeah, practical situation. This is the last question that we will take for today. At least few will start rolling on a daily basis, so we can get more of things sorted. Like how do you stay focused on a goal? During the beginning, I'm starting, but in the middle of the day, I'm getting distracted from the schedule. Okay, देखो, you need to already get this ability to anticipate the ad hocness in your work and in your life. Okay, again, learn the ability to anticipate the ad hocness. थोड़े लोग बोलेंगे क्या बातें कर रहा है. Okay, putting it simply, ke, you should develop a sense ki how much random things happen in your life every day while you're working. Okay, this could be in your project. Okay, some like uncalled people, unplanned people might reach out to you. Okay, there will be some productive distractions as well. It's not time pass distraction. They are discussing on some other project. It is not your priority, but it is a project priority. So that is also an ad hoc, which cause it will impact your work. Okay, and then there are some distractions which is purely time waste. Okay, you watching social media, you feeling lazy and not feeling like working, or for small items dragging so much of time in unnecessary nonsense and then not accomplishing the task. So there are two type of distractions: productive versus unproductive, and both you need to solve. Okay, so now first identify how much this ad hocness is coming in your everyday basis, by your own personal distractions or by external people also. Okay, and then gradually I would say try to see, is that a pattern in your life? Is it almost regularly happening? Why is it like in the morning you planned, okay, I will do my day like this, then why are other people getting in your planning? And if they are coming it repeatedly, immediately build a process around it. Okay, daily 2 hours I will reserve for this kind of ad hoc activities, so that my rest of the plan still stays on track. Guys, whatever happens in your day, you can put up a system around it. This is how I work. So I know ki all my time is not my time, because I am a leader of 40-member team. Lot of ad hocness will come, so I then block some slots of mine. Okay, in this 2 hours I tell my team members, reach out for me queries of this nature. Later on I am available for any other kind of discussions. Remaining time I schedule the meetings for solving some other kind of problems. By that way, know it how much this ad hocness is there in your life, and then reserve some slots ki, okay, this 1 hour I am not going to plan, because I am just keeping it available for ad hoc activities, and then plan for the remaining of the time and then accomplish that remaining. Okay, but if the problem is okay, you're not disturbed by outer people, but internally your focus and distraction itself is causing you a problem. So for that I will say what we discussed yesterday: work on your mind and the body to learn the art of staying at one place to solve your own problems and blocking these distractions. Okay, that's how you'll be able to get better results. And one more thing I will add on top of this: there is this pareto principle, which tomorrow we will be discussing, like in the first 10 minutes. You apply that and automatically your focus levels, attention levels will be more up. So consider these kind of things. Okay, ठीक है. So chalo, let me put up a stop to the Q&As here, and then we will continue with the rest maybe tomorrow. Okay, now let's perform other activity. Before that, I'll share you the attendance link for today, and then let's get on with the other activities. Fine guys, apply. Okay, techniques are all there, but if you want to live a better quality of life, implementation is everything. You need to apply so that you get results. Fine, I'm sharing the chat, and that's what, keep coming, because like-minded, okay, you are the sum total of the people you spend your time with. So if you are spending your maximum time with people like us, like these group members, if you're thinking about it almost regularly, connecting on a daily basis, this becomes your thought process, and you will become growth oriented only. There is no other way. If you hang out with problematic people, excuse giving people, you will become like them. But if you're daily listening to these thoughts, karte, let's be productive, let's get results, I am capable to solve my problem, then there are techniques, then we are pushing each other to be consistent, automatically you will be a better person in this direction. Okay, so chalo, mark your attendance everybody. And then we will do some activities and then move on to the other stuff. Okay, it just takes another 10 minutes for closing that. We are at 9:55 right now. So fatafat guys. Once you have marked the attendance, everybody go to your OneNote. Let's do the first thing. Write down 5 things which you are thankful for, which happened from yesterday till today. Know it. It's a daily practice because we are training our mind for it. So mention today's date first, 15th Feb. Now, 5 things which you are thankful for. Let's see what good things happened with us today. Chalo, chalo, everybody please perform. Five things which happened. Try to find out something, guys. Don't say कि पांच नहीं मिल रहे. Okay, that means you need to develop a vision to look at your good side. Okay, it will happen. Okay, things take time. The brain, the vision, thinking, possibilities, it all takes some time, but start doing so that you can eventually reach there. Otherwise you will always be, अरे life में full problem ही चल रहा है. It's not there. Appreciate the good things. Okay, okay, I found my 5 things. Now next, let's write down affirmations. 10 affirmations. Strong beliefs about your identity. 10 affirmations. Write it down. I am responsible for my life. Don't copy paste, guys. Write it down, and 3 things: thought plus emotion plus a visual image. Build an image of yourself which is very strong, powerful, successful. I am responsible for my life. I believe in myself. Next, I am committed to achieve all my goals. Next, fear is just a feeling. I overcome it and I move forward. Next, I like myself. Next, I am a powerful force designed for success. Next, I face challenges and overcome it with ease. Guys, try to memorize these all statements because we have to make this as our core principles of life. There is no violation than this, okay? You should never give excuse for anything. You should take 100% responsibility for no matter what is happening in your life. Because as long as life is in your control, you can do something about it. As soon as you give the control to other people, the society, and all the people around you, you lose because you cannot do anything about it because you have given the control to other guys. That's not how life has to be led. You are in control, you are responsible, so fix it. Okay, so that's 7th. I face challenges and overcome it with ease. Next, I am a winner. Next, I am strong and I am powerful. Just feel I am strong and I am powerful. Okay, next, next. Okay, let's perform quick goal recap. So go to the daily goal section. Go to the daily goal section. Stay in for, guys, another 5-10 minutes max if possible. Okay, next, 15th February. Go to the daily goal section. Again, this is how you keep yourself on that aim of your life, by daily reminding. So write down what's your primary goal, write it into a smart format, write down your goal statement. Okay, write down the three whys. Again, don't look at yesterday, write it freshly, whatever comes to your mind. Three whys, why this goal is important for you. Okay, once the three why is done, next three pain points. Again, remind yourself what will happen if you don't achieve your goal. Okay, three pain points done. Next three pleasure points. What will happen if you achieve this? Okay, okay, pleasure points also done. If you're done till this point, just confirm in chat, guys. If you're done till these activities, just put a few dones in the chat. Affirmations. Okay, Shantanu is asking, is the Q&A discussion recorded? Yes, 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 it is recorded, guys. All the full sessions are recorded on and are available on YouTube. Today there are some eye openers. He's saying, yes, yes, it's recorded. Okay, so Prasad is done, Sumit is done, Shanavas done, Bharat done, Sanket is done. We'll do one more thing, guys. Okay, we still, it's 10:05. We will take next 6 minutes to do the day planning for tomorrow. Okay, it's again crucial. So we don't want to violate it. Slowly we will try to fit everything into 1 hour block itself. But for today, thoda sa, let's adjust. Okay. Sanket done, Himanshi done. Next. Get up to speed, guys. Chalo, fatafat. Safiya done. Write down your goal, write down three whys, why it is important, three pain points, three pleasure points. And the more, if you do it on a daily basis, that means you are continuously thinking about your goal. The brain will look for opportunities in the world to take you in that direction. Okay, Safia is done, Surjan is done. Fine. Okay. Now you can continue it later. Let's move to the next box. We are going to do daily planning, the plan for tomorrow. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Just have a look here. It will just again take the next 5 minutes and then we'll close it. Okay, this is my screen share. Here it is. Okay, so yesterday we discussed about this, right? He created date 15th February and then put it into this and then take some actions. We still have to do daily review, but let's not try to do too many things together. But today, right now, we need to plan for tomorrow. Day planning is essential for getting results out of our day. So what you do is you just copy paste everything. So whatever you created for 15th of February, just select all, copy, create a new page here called as 16th February and paste things there. So guys, everybody first do this activity. Fine, you can take a pause from your goal activity and let's go to the day planning. You can later resume with your goals. So everyone, let's move to the day planning now. Doesn't matter what you're doing, take a pause in that and please move to the day planning. So firstly, go to yesterday plan, 15th Feb, whatever is there, select everything and then paste it as part of 16th Feb. If some of you are saying, Kare, yesterday I was not available, so no worries, you get started with today. Create a new page, put it with today's date, maintain 3 sections there, done, in progress, to do. Okay, fine. Chalo. And that's what in OneNote it becomes easy for me to track. But if you have any other software where you're comfortable with, so please go ahead doing that. Okay, so ease of maintenance is required. Fine. Now next thing, out of this list, so you have copied pasted yesterday's item there. Okay, so whichever items you have finished today, just move those items. In the morning, yesterday we said write down one-liner tasks. Okay, what are you going to do today? So yes, out of these tasks, whichever tasks you have finished, move them into done section. Okay, and whichever is still in progress, you have not finished it, move it again back into to-do list. Nothing but your first step before getting to the day planning should be your in progress section should be completely empty. Why? Because we are trying to go to sleep. Mind ko empty rakhe jata. It's okay. If we are not able to finish something today, it is still fine. Let's go with the empty plate. It's okay. You made some mistakes. Some things did not go as planned. It is fine. But at least clean this up. Whatever is done, move it into the done section. Whatever is not completed, you are anyways not going to do it today. If you have plans of staying late and doing it, it's fine. But otherwise, for tomorrow, just move it into a to-do section. And I would highly say, guys, try to really utilize the power of mornings. Okay, human beings are made to sleep during nights. Our brain needs that sleep. The universe works like that. Okay, when the sun goes down, the brain emits different chemicals which helps to soothe and go to sleep. So if you're not doing that, you're violating your own creation. Okay, so don't challenge yourself in that manner. Experience it. Try to go to sleep by 11 and then wake up early. Try to utilize the morning hours for getting results. So thoda customization is required for life. Okay, fine. Once you do this, next again same. So you will have some of the items which are not completed maybe today. Plus you have your ideas which you have written on this Monday weekly planning. So looking at all of these things, just decide which again list of one-liner tasks that you want to work tomorrow. Okay, and just write it down here in the in progress list. Again, list of tasks that you list of tasks for 16 Feb. One by one, Abhi, bullet points. So you already have everything in the to-do list already. So look at this list. If there is pending work of today, that you can consider. If there is some ad hoc work which came today but it is not done and you feel it has to be done tomorrow, maybe take that ad hoc work also. Plus whatever ideas you have, you plan it from the ideas as well. Okay, next, take a few minutes, close this, have this task ready so that you don't wake up with an empty mind. You already have a list to attack tomorrow. So look at what are the important things. Doing that will give you satisfaction. Okay, just try to figure that out. And guys, these all things have to become an habit. That means it is not one time thing. It has to be repetition. It needs to become an habit. Chalo, think about it with a peaceful mind, and always make sure that okay, this life is exciting. Okay, not boring, not just time waste, and not just like passing life. Do something really worth living every single day. Okay, exciting, waking up in the morning feeling good about yourself. Okay, wow, aaj to maza aa gaya. Today I did some challenging stuff. Like, feel good about life. Okay, not just time, passing time by. So chalo, let's try to make a list for tomorrow then, and then we will be closing our day. And then tomorrow morning when you wake up, look at this list and accordingly attack. Okay, and guys, I think some of you might not have attended full sessions, might have left it in between or ad hocness. Today, some of the guys were saying that last week they missed a few sessions, and then a different topic. It's looking like okay, okay, weekly planning kya ho gaya, kaun se ideas aa gaye, one note aa gaya. So people were finding a lot of ups and downs. So no worries, we do a batch every month. So next month we are launching again from 6th March onwards. So I'm pasting the registration link of that in the chat as well. You can join as part of that once again, because these things have to become part of our habit. Okay, we have to live this every single day. So maybe yes, you can register as part of upcoming batch. And plus for all the other people, like once you know kids, we have to make this a lifestyle. So that means till the time we live different, we should not quit on the idea. Okay, because it will not really give you much value if you do it for a few months and then stop and roll back to the older life. So एक commitment ले लो कि भाई from this stage you will take your life to the next level, and the only way of doing that is repetition every single day, repeating the habits till the time it becomes a lifestyle. So I would highly recommend all the guys who are listening here for the first month or the second month, join back in March again. We will again do the same habits together, but it will rewire more in your brain and will become a lifestyle mode for you. And do it for next 6 months, and you will realize from this current state of life, you will start living a result oriented outcome based life. You will feel good about yourself. Okay? So guys, yes, do register. Don't make it like a technique or knowledge session. Take it like a lifestyle upgrade program, and you will never remain the same after this. Make a self commitment. Okay, because I know that this program is capable of doing that. I found so many great habits in me became permanent because of this system. Okay, and that's where I'm trying to apply it with you guys so that you can take the benefit of it. Okay, fine. So chalo, day planning is also done. Looking forward for this as well. And see you guys tomorrow night. Okay, again 9 p.m. We are going to work on our secondary goals tomorrow. Okay, it will be interesting session again tomorrow, because right now we focus only on primary. Kalka session will be again more activity based plus Q and A's on the secondary thing. Okay, so chalo. Thank you all for this amazing time, and see you guys tomorrow 9 p.m. back again. Thank you all. Take care. Bye bye.